back in the day, like I loved to train. Like I started at 18, I found that the gym was a stress reliever for me. And what greater thing, I was able to develop my body at the same time, and then I was able to get in competitive bodybuilding. And I did well at it. And if I what the norm is. Went to Olympia and I got dusted. I got second to last. I was 15 out of 16 and I was like, should I quit? You know, I was like so devastated. I remember saying to my wife at the time, am I just not good? Like, I never thought I'd be Mr. Olympia, I'll be honest. I thought, but what I realized as I got closer to competing, the competing side pushed me to be bigger, because I figured, why stop now? Why waste the ride that I've been having, and I'm going to go all the way to the top. Consider a bodybuilder an artist, but I would also consider someone that goes in the gym and builds their body to look like a superhero. If you really think deep into that, it would be a type of artist would actually do that. You know, you're creating a vision of something that, you know, you consider the ultimate, and people craft their bodies to be what their ultimate look is set out to be. I challenged myself every day when I went to the gym and said, okay, can I be stronger this week? Can I do this movement and feel better about it from the week prior? What challenges can I face? Was every day being able to look at myself in the mirror and see what I'm building. We're gonna crush it. To get to a big level, to Mr. Olympia, that's a tough one. You have to have a strong mentality to be able to maintain being the champ. You have a lot of negative when you're a target and people will criticize you. You have to know how to handle it and not shout back and not be consumed by the negative comments, and surround yourself with the positive things, but not the over positive things. So if someone in your team hyping you up and telling you, don't worry about it, you got this, you know, it's easy for you. You need sometimes people like, hey man, keep working harder, keep doing this and keep improving. And I was very, very good at that. I would ask and evaluate the people closest to me, say, okay, what can I do to improve? Or what do I need to improve? Where was the closest competitor exposing my physique? And that's what continued to make me work harder. And I really enjoyed every day.
I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm going to take home my first Sandow trophy. I've been training for so many years. This is my destiny, and I think it's going to happen tonight. This was the final chapter in my book, man, to win the Mr. Olympia competition. I've been training for 15 years for this.
And then your concern is, okay, I never want to lose this high, right? You train every day in fear of like, okay, I need to stay ahead of everybody else because now I'm at the peak. That was the hardest part for me, because I always felt the pressure of being Mr. Olympia and how people perceived that. Meaning I felt like I always needed to be presentable, I needed to have a certain amount of size, I needed to appear the next year better than before, or at least as good. And peaking the body was very difficult, but remember, you're still traveling, you're still representing the business. 2008, Olympia comes and I got second. I lost the title, came in a little off, and that just pissed me off to the max, and got a whole new, revamped the whole thing, and I just went at it. You don't realize what you have until it's gone. And I came back and won the title, probably the best title I ever won, in dominating fashion, where I just walked out on stage and demolished everyone. Fear of losing was what drove me more than anything. So I think that fear is a big part of why you continue to work harder and be better.
I've been coming here, you know, and getting second all these times, and it seemed like everyone told me, you know, you're wasting your time, you're not going to win, and I persevered and trained harder and came back every year and came back stronger, and here I am, you know, this is the day that no one thought they'd see. I broke the trend. That's what it's all about. When I walked out on stage, and, you know, I remember days before on Hani looking at me saying, holy shit. I walked out on stage that night, for sure the greatest moment of my life, winning the Mr. Olympia. Came out there, I did that fucking quad stomp, and it's like the place went fucking crazy, man.